up, guys? I think I've got it going. Streaming. Yes, we are. Alright, says that it's running at a higher resolution than normal now. See how that goes. See if it can keep up. Alright, I just wanted to do a stream this morning. I'll probably do one earlier another day, but just wanted to do a stream this morning for some of the people in other parts of the world that might have missed last night. We wanted to say good day. We'll give it a few minutes. When you turn up, pop your location and a g'day in the comment box. I can see you there. And then start firing questions at me. The main reason I like these little short live streams is because you can say good day to people, and never know, you'll find someone new to talk to. Which is cool. It's not all that early here. It's only 10 to 9 in the morning. Two people watching. So it's afternoon on Saturday in Canada by the looks of things. Just looking through a bit of a list. Fairly late at night in Germany. Way too early in the morning in India. 3 in the morning in India. 6 in the morning in Hong Kong. You'd want to be an early riser. 7 in the morning in Japan. Most of America, it's between 3 and between midday and 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, Florida. Yeah, certainly better time for a lot of the audience, which is over in America. You make up about 30-35% of my total audience, followed by Australia, and then it tapers off into all kinds of other countries right around the world. Yeah, mate, how you going? Yeah, so just good to try and get another time in. Fire away, mate. Questions are great. You basically got me all to yourself anyway, so go for it. You can fire away as many questions as you like. Just realised the fans on the computer are up flat out. Sorry. Hope that audio wasn't travelling through and being annoying. stripping laptop batteries and have a few hundred charged cells, but recently got some more power tool packs. Yeah. The power tool packs are very hit and miss. A lot of people find this. What brand specifically, or are they all just random ones? Or yeah, majority of my cells have come from power tool packs, namely Milwaukee AEG, some Makita, some Hitachi, some Matavo, some DeWalt. Most of the DeWalt stuff's been rubbish. Most of the Makita stuff's been rubbish as well. You get that. There's lots and lots of different brands. The question is, would you bother using AEG in their cases for an e-bike project? If you can manage to get hold of, or even if you buy, normally the cheapest thing to buy is a torch to cut the base off as a holder, or if you can get someone with a buggered tool, or look on Gumtree for some ones that are died or whatever, go to a power tool place that fixes them. I've done that a few times, and what you want to do, it's a Milwaukee one, but what you want to do is get the base, cut the base off and just use it as a connection. Then you've got your connection pins, slide on your battery perfectly, and you know they're good, and you know they're going to be a good fit. And it means you've got interchangeable batteries for an e-bike or whatever. I reckon that's an awesome idea. If you go 36 volt hub motor, 218 volt, 6 amps, plugged in side by side, will actually give you about 41 volts when they're fully charged, so that when they're actually flat or near flat, they're still going to be producing more than 36 volts when they get down towards flat, which is awesome. Because your e-bike will fly. That's what I did with my 48 volt one. Instead of running 12 in series, I ran 13 in series, which gave me fully charged to 55 volts. So when it was getting to the point of 0% state of charge, and I was depleting all, I think it was 1.1 kilowatt. By the time I got rid of all of 1.1 kilowatt, I was still at 49 or 48 volts. So if you did the same thing with a lead acid battery, you'd be down. You'd have 4 in series, but you'd be down to 40 volts instead of the higher voltage. So that's a big thing for me. I much prefer that one extra. As long as your motor speed controller can handle it, it's all good. And the batteries inside the 6 amp AEG 18 volters are INR 18650 30Q Samsung cells. Just Google that. No, stuff it. I'll do it now for you. I'll Google it and I'll let you know what discharge rate they've got. I believe it'll be about 20 or 30 amps. Right, and 18650 30Q. continuous at 15 amps. So that gives you a 30 amps at 36 volts. I'm more thinking once they partially strip just the battery code. Yeah, have you seen my one I jumpstart cars with? It's on the charger, I'll grab it. That's the way they're banked together there. That's only 2 3 amp ones. But that's the way the holders hold them together. So that is essentially a 6 amp 18 volt battery. So yeah, you can definitely use the holders, and they're handy. They give them air gaps. Hopefully you can see that. It's quite a decent air gap between them. It'll allow for a bit of cooling, and then they've still got rubber between them, so they're like shock absorber proof, shock absorption built in. Yeah, that'll be. They're designed to handle those conditions and be used in those conditions every other day of the week. Tradies dropping them and leaving them in the rain and shit. So I'm going to say you're probably going to have a pretty good chance of not having any issues with it. Feels like a tank. Yep. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit brutal on my Milwaukee stuff. And like these 5 amp hour batteries, all the cases are pretty much the same. But when I'm using the, after I've gone and drilled a hole with the rotary hammer drill, I actually hit the plug, the plastic plugs that you screw into. I actually hit the plug in with the bottom of the rattle gun with this battery. Use the battery to hit it in. I've never once even had a case that's cracked or broken. They are tough as nails. And the AEG ones are the same. They're just made that strong so that the batteries can't get hurt. You take the risk of a battery getting pierced or punctured or whatever and catching fire or doing things crazy. Just by the fact that they're that strong in the case that you can't damage them. Found a few that have probably been submerged, rusty cells, etc. Yeah, that's a big issue. A lot of them get rusty inside. The top of the cell's steel. It's a bad example. It's got a lot of flux on it. The top and bottom contacts rust like a champion. If they have the steel or the nickel tabs on them, they still rust pretty bad. And if they're left out in the weather or have had a dip, they're absolutely horrible inside. Some of the worst ones I've seen were dropped in the ocean. There was a big impact wrench I picked up for nothing, just to pull apart and have a look inside because I'd never seen inside one. And that went for a swim in the ocean. Well, I'm alleging it went for a swim in the ocean. It was green and full of corrosion inside. The battery, I opened it, put it back together and put it back in the pile to take back to the recycler. So I was just not even going to open it. Not even going to try and get the cells out of it. It was just caked full of corrosion. And the actual impact wrench was no better. All the aluminium housing for the impact mech at the top was all just shagged. It was all white and, it was no good. No worries, mate. Anytime. I'll drop my email address in the comment box if you ever want to get a hold of me. There you go. You can always message me through YouTube anyway. If you go to my channel, you can always message me. It's easy to do. Yeah, I'm going to get going. Got some stuff to do today. Hopefully shoot some video today. Worked out how to make the image stabilization on my new camera work, and how to make it record in 1080 60 FPS. So we're going to play with that. And I managed to record last night some stuff at low res, but 240 FPS. We might shoot a few videos of the welder or the big DeWalt chop saw or something at high resolution, at low resolution but high frame rate, and see what they look like. And I'll just have stuff around with some video editing and do that. So if you got any questions, fire them away. We'll give it, let's give it another 5 minutes of this say and g'day session. And we'll call it a morning. Pretty happy with how yesterday's testing with the little Pelleter coolers went, and I can't wait to run some hot water through them or something similar to that and see what happens. It's going to be very, very interesting. You're going to have to get hold of some decent CPU coolers, so if you got a good lead for them, let me know. So it's been 20 minutes, has it? 20 minutes and it hasn't dropped a single frame from what's this thing called? XSplit Broadcaster. Hasn't dropped a single frame, so I'm pretty happy with that. That's at only at 854 by 480, 30 FPS. So I did try and bump it up one. I tried to bump it up to 960 by 540, which is only a little step up, I know, but every little bit makes it better to watch. That's the problem. You can't, yeah. I don't like watching things in 480p after you've been watching stuff in 1080. It's almost weird. It's like it's fuzzy and furry, or there's something wrong with your screen, you know. Every now and again, if I've got a video uploading or whatever, and I'm watching some videos on my phone, or I'm too far away from the modem and it's really struggling, sometimes it'll automatically descale all the way down to 144p, and you watch that on like a Samsung screen, a Samsung S6, and you watch it on that screen, and it's like every pixel's a millimeter. Looks so silly. G'day mate, how you going? Whereabouts are you from? Basically, I'm not going to be here for a huge amount more time, but if you want to have a chat, we will have a chat anyhow. So if you got any questions about me, my channel, what we do, fire away. That's what we're here for. Say good day and fire away questions my way. Going back to look at this world time clock. That's very interesting. I've never actually sat there and looked at it. I knew places were in front of us or behind us or whatever. But never by how much or how it corresponded. I talked to plenty of people in America, different times of the day and night to suit them. And I've had friends go over to Europe and chat to them before, but never so much looked at, well, there's 143 most populars there. And you just go capitals of every country and shoot through it. It's pretty cool. It's 10 past 9 in the morning here in Australia. Anyone got any questions for me? It says we've got 5 people watching. Five people watching, no one wants to talk to me. Oh. It's all good. You never know what time of the day or night it could be where you are, and I know for a long time I didn't know how to comment when I'm on my mobile. Or you get in the comment, the live chat stream part of the YouTube app on your phone, and you can't find comments, they disappear, or they not so much they disappear, they keep updating and then they stop for a bit. You can't find them anymore. It's all good, guys. I will call it a day here. Keep your eyes open for some new videos coming. Thank you to all 570 something subscribers I've got now. It's nice. Thank you to all the guys that give me continuous feedback. There's a lot of you that give me feedback and point me in directions. I love it. It's great. Thanks for contributing. I'll always call you out and let you know I appreciate it. And yeah, I'm going to go make some videos and get a bit of stuff done. Electric XC's got to get done. Do some work to that. Catch us on the next one. Thanks for watching.